No, the YouTube. You are seeing it. Are you not seeing the YouTube link? Check, please check there. And confirm if you have seen it. React to it or something. So, okay. Before I was, yes. So now back to our class for today. All right. In the last class, we don't have much time. I could have asked one of you to help us with a recap, but then I'm just going to go ahead. How many of you were able to install Power BI? If you installed Power BI, give me a thumbs up. Oh, yes, yes, beautiful, beautiful. You can also react in the comment section.
Sorry, it did not work for me.
Did not work for you? Which PC or what issue did you encounter?
On my desktop.
On your desktop.
Yes.
I just sent the link again. I haven't sent the link again for the YouTube. So can't pay. Sorry, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. You're the one that said it did not work on your desktop, right?
Yes.
Okay, please, you can relate your problem, like what you encountered in the group, and I'll attend to it. All right. Yes. So please, I would want you to mute your mic if you're not talking until I give you the floor too. All right. We don't have much time. I need to go ahead. Are we good? Okay. Okay. Check. The mic is talking. Please, every other person confirm if you can hear me. If you don't, I guess is your network, the person complaining of volume. Yes, every other person can hear me. So check your volume, check your network. Now, a quick one. Let's go ahead. Let me present my screen here. Present my slide. All right. Yes, so just like I said, in the last class, network is really affecting me here. If you have gotten my slide, please let me know. Okay, yeah. Okay, good. So we downloaded Power BI, and which this is it. I'm trying to share my entire screen. What is wrong with my network? A moment. I need to stop some background apps. Just a moment. And if you don't have Power BI, please, I urge you to do so right now. Just go to your browser and search Power BI download. And
please
follow the process.
can you share the slide? I can't see the slide.
I dropped the link in the description. Please resend the slide. I'm doing that right away.
Please continue while some of us share this slide with them.
So yes. Meanwhile, any of you can copy and replace the link, please. That's okay. So now another thing very important, something I'm going to be sharing with you people, something important we'll be using in this class is the data set. Okay, so the data set for this class. Now I'm going to be sharing the link to the data set with you people. So please, I want every other person to download it from your end, because this is a practice. This is going to be a hands-on class, like I said. Okay, so let me drop it in the group, in this comment box also, because the problem of uh, everyone not being in the group will not be faced again. Okay. Uh-huh. I'm dropping it right now. Follow me, follow me. Okay, that works. All right. Yes, so you have the spreadsheet right now. Now go ahead and download it, and so you can be on same page with me. All right. So now, with that data set, we are going to be doing a lot of things. Okay. So let's look at what we aim to achieve in tonight's class. All right, please follow me. Follow me. All right. After tonight's class, you'll be able to create your first Power BI chart. Okay. You'll be able to learn how to fix data using Power Query Editor. You'll be able to understand why naming and formatting matters in data analysis. All right. And lastly, you can be able to answer smart questions with respect to business decision making with your visuals. All right. So please confirm if you can also see my screen. Yes, yes. Okay, good. Now, why do we need to clean our data? Because that is one of the first things we are going to be doing. All right. I think I made mention of this in the first class. All right. Now, when you get some data sets, you experience missing values or missing sales. All right. Empty sale per se. Now, let's say you're an SME, that's a small business, and you sent out form for survey or anything, and then some persons feel like they don't want to fill in the field you made optional, and so okay, so before you start using your data sets for any operation for your analysis or machine learning, you need to clean it. All right. So that is one of the intrinsic parts in data analysis. We call it data transformation or data wrangling. Are you with me? Now, I want you to open your Power BI desktop with me, and let's load this data set I shared with you people now. Okay, and get down to work. So I'm going to be sharing my entire screen so that I would not be toggling from one tab to the other. Yeah. Okay. So it's coming up. I believe you can see the screen now. Probably I didn't talk on my laptop. If you have any question, drop it in the comment box. Once it's time for question and answer, we'll attend to them. Yes, during our short break. Meanwhile, for the meantime, follow me as much as we can. All right. Okay. So please confirm if you can see my screen.
We can't see it.
So I would want you to, Yes, okay. I believe everyone can see my screen now. So right now, I want you to follow me as much as you can, and I want you to mute your mic, please. Everybody, mute your mic, all right, and follow me. Mute your mic, and okay. So I'm going to start up a new from a blank report. Now, if you open your Power BI for the first time, you're going to see your window like this. Okay, I showed you some visuals that we've created already. I told you about file extension in the last class for how your computer identify file or file system in your machine or your device, both your phone. When I make mention of your machine, all right, it includes both your any device at all. All right. So now you're going to click blank report. All right, and when you do that, um, a new this thing is going to come up. This is not what we're going to be using. I want to start afresh with you. Yes. So it's coming up. I told you in the last class that Power BI is owned by Microsoft. So okay. I don't know why it's taking a bit of time. Okay. Just keep your questions showing in the comment section. Look at them. Please, mute your mic, please. Mute your mic. Please work as moderator for me, I beg. Now. Yes. All right. So this is taking a bit of time to come up. Wow. Okay, it's up. Let me close some processes. Okay. Okay. Now, why our Power BI is coming out, I would want to go over explaining some of the things and operations we're going to be facing here. Okay, it's coming up already. Now, you will need data a lot. In the last class, we talked about data. Okay, so and how do you get these data sets for your different analysis? Different forms of getting data. Why is my voice so weird? Okay, so there are different forms of getting data. It can be by interview, voice and voice interaction. It can be via online form, and then it can be online data centers.
Please,
So the
can
data
you use your voice through one PC?
Please let's mute
come
our
again.
mics now. So we can hear the lecture.
Can you use one PC for your voice and is echoing? Both devices are.
I guess this is because some of you are on mute. Please mute your mic. Please mute your mic, everybody. Don't join from here to like shift. Okay. Check. Okay, so I believe it's perfect now. So you see. Now let's go ahead. So I was explaining the different places you can get your data sets. I mentioned one, data.gov, and there is cargo.com. There are so many online resource centers that you can get data from. Okay, and these are like libraries that have this data available. Meanwhile, there are some data that can be rare to get. All right, that is why you might need to connect to some of those data centers or query people locally to get those data. Okay, so or you go to the organization to get data from them. Let's say you want to work for an organization, you want to analyze an organization's data, so you can go to them and get the data sets you need. And now these are different. I believe you guys can see my screen. These are different uh, import sources you can.
Please,
I'm sharing my full screen now. It's echoing, please, Mr. Max. Okay, so I believe this is clear enough. If you are hearing me clearly, give me a thumbs up. Okay, that works. Okay, very well then. Let's continue. Now, I was explaining your data centers, how you can import data and all. Now, you can have your data in these formats. These are different formats. You can have your data. You can have your data as an Excel file. You can have your data as an SQL file. Okay. Then you can use live data via API integration or via web integration. Let me show you something. Let me show you a bit of magic. Now, when there was COVID-19, 2020, right? When there was COVID-19, there was a steady analysis on um, analysis and reports on where the virus is invading and how many persons that are affected, and the data being analyzed and visualized on the on the TV then was looking very realistic and real time. Okay, so how do you think that that was achieved? Anybody, if you have an idea, drop it in the comment box. If you have an idea how they were able to connect to real-time data and they were analyzing it real time, drop it in the comment box while I show you people this trick. If you are ready to see this trick, type yes in the comment box too. Okay, so now I mentioned some data centers that you can get data from. Let's go to data.gov, for example. Okay, so now go to my browser, data.gov. Okay, yes. This is one of the data centers source where you get data from. And let's say, please mute your mic. Let's say I search for FBIC field plans. Okay, why this is coming up? Now, this is data sets for FBIC field banks. All right, there's a lot of them. Let's say let's work with this first one. Let's open it. Now, just with the illustration I want to show you people now, okay, you can do the same thing for using APIs. Okay, so what I'm about to illustrate is how you can connect with data real time. All right, now there's an API connected. API is application programming interface. All right, you can get that down. I believe most of you are with your writing materials. And now, this uses internet protocol. or I'm explaining API. Okay, so API kind of use internet protocol to connect with different servers. It can be hardware to software, it can be hardware to hardware, different end-to-end, endpoint to endpoint. Okay, hope I'm not communicating very technical stuff. Yes, okay, you can read more on that. You can read more on that.
You
All
are
right,
actually very technical because some of us has no background in tech.
in tech. Okay, no problem. That's the reason why you come to learn, right? Uh-huh. So you can read more on API later, but what I'm trying to explain to you, let me give you a simple analogy that you can understand. All right. Now, I know most of you must have heard about Internet of Things. Okay, IoT. Uh-huh. Now, I can connect, I can build an API, a local API, all right, on let's say a farm to be able to collect data like maybe soil texture, soil moist value, and all right. Check humidity in the soil. I believe you people are following me at this point now. And this endpoint I create, all right, I expose it to uh, I expose it to an online repo where this data can be connected online and analyzed. All right, the same thing applies. So fast forwarding, the one you need to know, or the one I want to show you. Okay, we don't have an API to test from now. Okay, if you want more on that, I will be sharing resources concerning this. All right, in the group. Okay, so you can. I will be sharing a lot of resources with you people. Now, this is a data set, for example. If I come here and just click on download, all right, I'm going to download the CSV file. I'm going to have the spreadsheet as of the time I downloaded from, all right. But this platform is connected to an API that sits with real-time data from the federal, all right. Now, how do you connect and analyze real time? This is the trick. I told you guys I want to show you a trick, right? All right, click on this download button. Instead of downloading it, all right, copy the link address and then come to your Power BI. Is somebody following me? Come to your Power BI and click on Word.
Please, can you just come again? Thank you.
Okay. I am going to
Can you give us
but
this
please, this
website?
class
Which
is
website are you
recorded
on?
and you can watch it later. Okay. I say
Please, sir, just go
data.gov.
back. Just give us back the website. Thank you.
Your screen is not showing. I'm not sure.
I'm typing it in the description. Data.gov. Okay, so there is cargo.com, there is data.gov. What the website I'm on now is data.gov. All right. So right click. I said when you search for the data set you want to use and you get it, okay, and maybe you want for any reason you want to analyze real time, okay, so that if there is any modification on the data set, you still have it. All right. So now how you do that, instead of downloading and importing it locally to your Power BI, right click
Data.gov is
and
different.
I'm trying to be slow now. I'm not very fast. I'm not so okay, I will still slow down, please. But just try and follow me. Yes, okay, thank you. Now I said when you saw me search for this FBIC field bank, right? Let me go back. Please, you can, we don't have time, Seth. We don't have time. This is 847. Okay, just follow me. When you come to this platform or any of these platforms, search for the data set you want. When you see it, you will see download option. But for the trick I want to show you, I said instead of clicking download, like clicking, I'm hovering on it, I'm not clicking. If I click on download now, it will start downloading the CSV file. So, but instead of clicking download, right click and select copy link address. Okay, and when you've done that, you can now come to your Power BI and import it. Now, instead of if you have a spreadsheet, you can just go ahead and import the spreadsheet. Or if you are using what I'm just showing you, you come to this get data up here. Okay, I'm also going to show you around here, but just follow me as I finish this trick. Click on get data. This is having a list of the different points you can import data from. Okay, what you have here is just a highlight of the major sources, data sources that we normally use. All right. So, but the one we want to use now for what I am illustrating is web. You can see where my cursor is. All right. So I'll select web. All right. And then I'll paste the URL I copied. Okay. And when you've done that, just say okay. Now it will connect to this data point immediately. And just have your internet connected. It's connecting to the data point. And once that is done, you're seeing it loading. Once that is done, exactly, connect. This is happening with me. You see web API, I can also use so many other things. I told you people about API. So it's connecting. Now you see that I did not download that CSV file, but it's going to that CSV file and I'm going to see all the values that are inside that CSV file. All right. So it's importing. Now, this is raw data. Okay. This is where data cleaning comes in. All right. If you load it, it will load into your data set. If you want to transform it, you transform it. Okay. Let me be sure I connect rightly. Now, so this is one of the ways of importing data into your data set. If you try this out and it works on your end, I would want you to also what's it called? Tell me in the group. All right. So, but now, yeah, very well. But then let me show you the other.
Do we click on load?
Yeah, I'm showing you. Just follow me. I'm showing you the different ways you can import. So the next one I'm going to show you is the CSV import. Okay. So you can load it, yes, on your own. But then I want you to be on the same pace with me. That's why I said you can try it out later. So you've noted the steps, right? So now the next point to import your data is CSV. Okay, so when you click on import data from CSV, now this is you importing from your local Excel sheets or CSV files. All right, and I want us to use this first one. These other ones are the ones I arranged for your project. I think right, not I think, I believe towards the next class, yes, we should be talking about your grouping. Okay, and then you should know the group you would be, or in the second week, yes, because third week you are going to be dealing with projects. All right, so if you went through that course outline I dropped, you will understand what I'm talking about. So this class is actually scheduled to make you get all you need. So I'm going to go ahead and click open. Okay, so but this data set is the one we are going to be working with. All right, in this class, this is the one we are going to be working with in this class till the second week. Now, select sheets. Please follow me. Select sheets. We have been able to look at two ways. If you're raising up your hand, just be dropping your question there. I would attend to them. Select sheets. And you're seeing a preview, just like when we did for data.gov, when we did with the URL. Okay, so I already cleaned some of this. So now this is the sheet we want to work with. All right. So go ahead and click on load data. You can transform it here, but then no problem. Go ahead and load it. We can still go back to data transformation. Load it. Now let me introduce you to Power BI dashboard proper, so that you get to know this interface a bit and know how you're going to work. Remember our aim for tonight's class. You've been able to import data into your Power BI, and you'll be able to create your first visualization screen within seconds. Now you see it's not a difficult thing to do. Pending changes. Yeah. So my sheet is loading. Now, this is the desktop. You're seeing the home tab. All right. You're seeing insert, you're seeing modeling, and so on. Okay. So you see this pane, the data pane. This is where whatever data set you are using appears. Once this guy load now, you'll see him, you'll see the columns there. All right. You see the visualization pane. This is where you see visual samples, charts, and different things you can create. This is map where my cursor is. Okay, so if I have to work with a data set that has to do with region, I had just like I made mention of the COVID-19 stuff. All right. So you were saying the analytics very realistic. You're wondering how they're able to make that animation in flip of seconds. It's not hard. Okay, you do that with your Power BI. Okay, so this can be used to do field mapping, all right, with respect to geography. Okay, so if you have a data set that have to do with locations, this works with it. I should have one of the projects I did on that, yes. So, but then let's go ahead. Now, like yes, I told you that when you import your data or you load your data, they would all appear here. So I want to just follow me, please. Just follow me. And the only thing I need you to do is when you feel like I'm too fast. Okay, someone is asking for the spreadsheet. I shared the link. Please, someone can still copy the link and drop it back. Yes, this is the link to the spreadsheet. So when you feel like I'm too fast, you can just call me to slow down, but I'll try not to be too fast. Yes. So if you feel like I'm too fast, you can open up and let me know. Okay, is that okay? Yes, give me a thumbs up. Okay, now back to our Power BI desktop. All right. So this is where you have a table view of your data. All right. This is our sheet. You can have a table view of your data. Okay. This is the modeling pane. Now, if I'm working with more than one sheet, when we started in yesterday's class, I opened the dashboard with you, and that dashboard had more than one sheet. I think I did data importing, and I gave you people a task to screenshot. Yes, I always remember the assignments I give you. Those of you that are not doing assignments, your recording have started though, but you still have the opportunity to still do that. Okay, yes. So so after this class, I believe you people will be able to import your data, okay, like I've just done, and screenshot it, post in the group, post it your social media handle. I will share the documents across again. When it's time for Q&A, I will handle all those things, but let's finish this class first, please. We don't have time. Now, I was explaining something. When you have more than one sheet, okay, you know how you have multiple sheets in your Excel file, it will show here. And when there is a relationship between two sheets, I think I should just open something that illustrates it one time instead of just talking. Power BI folder. Okay, why this might desktop. My visualization is loading. Let me keep on explaining. Okay, so once it's up, I will show you. No time to waste. All right, so where you have more than one sheet, you see them here. Just the way this table is appearing here. You see the other sheet appear. Okay, and when they have relationship, you see the linking, you see the connection. If this guy loads, I will show you that. Okay, so this is what you do in your data modeling. Yes, so there is something called relational database management system. So you see the relationship between your data sets, like the e-commerce sales and customer analysis dashboard. Now I'm about to open. This is a project I did with a set of my students, and when this data set, now this project has, I think, about 3 sheets. All right, the customer table, the order table, the product table, and all. Okay, so it's coming up, and I'm going to show you a demo of what I'm talking about. So now, there's something called one-to-many relationship. One-to-one relationship, you'll be hearing that in relational database management system. That is not a very complex thing. Okay, so it's simply the relationship between one of your data sets to the other. All right. Now, a product can be bought using that e-commerce customer sales management dashboard, for example. A product can be bought by more than one person and different time and dates. I know you can relate with what I'm talking about. Okay, so let's say you go to Market Square and you buy a product. I'm using Market Square. Sorry, I know that some of you are connecting from all over the world, but I'm based in Port Harcourt. I'm going to use illustrations around me. All right, so you go to Market Square and you buy a product. Um, uh, Sample A or different A, another, which is another person, Madam B. Let's say Madam B goes to Market Square and buy the same product. In their data set, please mute your mic. In their database, it will be recorded that you bought the product, you are customer one, and customer two also came and bought the same product, maybe different quantity. All right. So now in their database, there's a relationship between that product and 2 customers. I believe you people are following what I'm explaining. So I tend to use simple illustrations so that you can flow. Okay. So that is all that you do or you see in your data modeling. Now, if there are some relationships that are not there already, you can still create them. Okay. Oh, I really hope this guy loads faster and I'll show this thing now. Okay.
Please come again with the last sentence.
Okay, so I was saying if you don't have, if, okay, let's say you're working with 2 sheets and ideally there's supposed to be a relationship between those 2 sheets, but there is not. You can still connect them. So let's this kind of break now using okay, good, beautiful. So this is sample Power BI dashboard. I created my like I told before, sales and customer analysis for a cookie company to be precise. All right. Now you are seeing here, you are seeing the orders table and you are seeing the details table. All right. These are 2 different sheets. Okay. So in the one we loaded, you are seeing just one sheet, right? In the visuals, you're seeing just sheet 1. Okay. I believe you can follow this. Now, here, this sheet and this sheet have relationship, but how do you get to see them, or how do you get to define the relationships? Is your model view. Okay, this is where you do data model. Are you seeing what I've been talking about now? Yes. So this is a relationship of order ID, all right, to order ID in this sheet. All right, and you can see an asterisk here. It means one to many. All right, this is a one to many relationship. Are you following? So that is what you do in your data model view. So I've been able to explain a few things. We've been able to import data into Power BI. You've done that. Kudos to you. You've been able to understand your data, and you've been able to understand where you see your data column or your data sheet. Okay, and you've been able to understand the model view. All right, now let's go to data transformation, which is one of the key things you'll be doing. I told you before you use your data, you need to transform them. Okay, in data analysis, we call it data transformation or data wrangling. Okay, I don't want to be opening that this thing. You can be following what's it called again? The slide. All right, from your end, you can be following it. All right. So now let's just get to work. Now, what or how do you transform your data? Okay. You do that using your Power Query editor. Okay, and how do you call Power Query? First of all, what is even Power Query editor? Okay, we'll handle this. Yes, what is a Power Query editor? Now, I wrote down something here. I say it's a tool inside Power BI that tells you, that lets you fix and prepare your raw data from before analyzing it. Okay, now think of your Power Query editor as a mechanic workshop. All right, this is where you get to do all your tuning. Okay, so handle missing value and check for inconsistency in naming conventions, trim extra spaces as the case may be. Now, you can bear with me that I believe some of you, maybe even if you don't have a business, you might have worked for someone, or you have a relationship, a relation that have a business, okay, or in your company. So in any way you are relating with data, I explained this a lot in the first class, okay. So now what point am I trying to make? I'm trying to talk about how this data can be raw and inconsistent. Let's say somebody comes to your website to purchase a product, and then you have input field for the person to sign up or before purchasing the product. All right, maybe to enter the name, email, and as the case may be. Or talking about this program, God, yes. So this program in particular now, the spreadsheet that was used for your enrollment, all right, when you people were signing up, okay, it's being recorded in a spreadsheet, okay, and that spreadsheet was used to organize and manage you people, knowing who registers for which course and mailing them. Funny enough, I was the one that analyzed the spreadsheet. I was the one that transformed the spreadsheet. Okay. Now, there was so many cases of extra spaces. Okay. Some of you can enter your name, use in the field for first name. All right. You enter your name, and then maybe knowingly or unknowingly, you give an extra space at the end after writing your first name. You write your first name and your surname, and maybe knowingly or unknowingly, you leave an extra space. So how do we do that? It's going to affect your, if you don't handle that, it's going to affect your analysis or when you are modeling your data. Okay, so you handle all of that as a data analyst. All right. Now, another thing you can handle in data transformation is text standardization. All right. Now, I wrote down something here. Now, let's use a problem scenario of you have some products in stock recorded as yam tuber, okay, while others are in title case, yam tuber. Hello, this is a common problem, just like what I explained in the aspect of extra space. So you have some, maybe your sales rep, while doing recording and bookkeeping for you, he or she does this kind of mistake. Now, you handle that in your analysis, because if not, the question I'm answering now is this, like why you are to do this or why you should handle this problem. All right. Now, the reason is, if you don't handle this problem, whatever model you want to train or whatever tool you want to use for your analysis would identify or see this as different items. Hey, are you following me? If you should use this in your Power BI, it will identify it as different items, and this can affect your analysis. Why is my voice recording again?
It's breaking.
If you have a question, you can raise up your mic or drop question in the comments box. Please drop your question, drop your question, drop your question. Just go ahead. Yes, drop your question in the comment box. Now, I was talking about the case scenarios. Okay, so now another case scenario I talked about. Imagine having UBA, and UBA, like having different characters. This one is all capital, this one is all small letter, this one is capitalized, and then this is going to fetch you different things. All right. Now, so it's test standardization involves you ensuring a consistent naming convention. All right. I wrote a definition here. I wrote a definition somewhere. Test standardization means making all names follow the same style so your charts group them correctly. Okay, so some of these definition you can get yourself acquainted with them. I took my time to do all this so that I don't spend time talking about them. Okay, so that is the reason for documentation. So let's get to the main thing. All I need to do is to make you understand the process right now. Okay, we have 45 minutes for this class and we are fast spent. Now, how do we get into this data transformation itself? Okay, so I made mention of Power Query, and this is how we use it in our Power BI. Okay, follow me. Now, so when you come to your Power BI, you go up here, you're going to see transform data. And when you select that, select transform data, automatically your Power Query editor would load, and you see your spreadsheet. You see the sheet you have to work with. Okay, yes. This is a bit rough. I bet you would encounter more rough data. All right. So now you can see something here. This is supposed to be date, right? This is the date column, but then what we are seeing here does not look like date, right? Now, how do we handle this? There is a formatting for it. Okay, let's start with that. Okay, so how do we handle this? First of all, select the date column. You can select any of this column like this. All right, select the date column, and then go up here, still in the home tab. All right, you're going to see date type. Okay, so you click on it, there will be a drop down, select date. Okay, so you can format it with date and time if you have that value. Okay, but then let's just select date. Yes, I want to replace the current selection. Boom. Have you seen that? So those 4 kind of code we are not able to decode is now in a proper date format. Okay, and any change you make, you are going to be seeing the record of the changes you're making here in the applied steps. All right, so this is one transformation we've done. Okay, and to record this is just for you to just try closing it. It will ask you to save changes and it will apply. Okay, let me do one more transformation, then the other I will leave you with I'll leave it with you as an assignment. Now these are
Why don't you
empty,
repeat this one again?
these are null and empty spaces. Okay, sometimes come again.
Can you just repeat these dates of
Okay,
once?
you're not okay, no problem. I just showed you how to apply or format your date column. All right, this is just one out of the many transformations you can do. Okay, so let me cancel this change. Okay, so I canceled the change and it went back to what we had before. I told you
Sorry, how do you cancel the
applied
change?
steps help you keep track of the changes you're making. All right. You see this control option, this cancel icon. So once you click on it, you can cancel the process. So turn off your mic, please, so you can follow me, please. Okay, let's go ahead. Please turn off your mic. All right, so now when you select the date column, I'm going over it again. When you select the date column, stay on the home tab. There are so many tabs in our Power Query editor. Okay, this is like an editor that is prompted out of the main Power BI desktop dashboard that we have. Okay, so and I believe you people knew how we came here. Now, when you select the date column, still in the home tab of your Power Query editor, look up here. You are going to see date type. All right, so select it. There's a drop down beside it. Meanwhile, sorry about that. Meanwhile, when you click on it, drop down will just come up. So you are seeing this, right? I'm presenting my whole screen, and I believe you should be seeing every dialog box that comes up. So now you scroll down and select date. Now I said something that if the date record you have in the data set has time included, you can go with this date/time. So, but that's not necessary for now. All we just need is our date. Okay, we are good with the date. So just go ahead and select date. Bam, and you have the format. You have the date column formatted. Okay, and like I said before, all the changes you make, all the steps you make, you are going to see them come here. Now a new entry came up here, changed type. What type did I change? The type format for my date. Okay. So if I should make this other transformation I'm about to do in the quantity sode, you still see that. All right. So now okay, this one has null too. There are some null spaces. So this is how you look at your data. You treat everything that will be an issue when you are analyzing. All right, you treat all of them. Okay, so now in the quantity sode, I want to, okay, they are already replaced with null, but I want to, in case you have empty spaces, even instead of null self. So how do you handle that? Click on quantity sode, come to transform, yes, and then you see replace value. Now, instead of being in the home tab, all right, we are going to transform. I know why I'm going over again. Okay, you're going to transform and you're going to see replace values. All right, and when you select that, a dialog box or a pop-up will come up. It's coming. Yup. So now in the value to find, this is where you include the value you want to find. Now, first of all, what are the different ways? I used to like my class interactive, but then the time is what I don't have. Okay, so if I should ask, you can put in the comment box, what are the different ways you feel like we should handle missing values in numeric columns? Okay, this is a numeric column, right? If you have an idea, you can drop it in the comment box. Okay. Yeah. So just drop it, drop it. I told you after I just
Please,
have
can you
2 more minutes. Okay. After 1 minute, I would go on a break answering your questions. Now, I asked what are the different ways you handle um, missing values in a numeric column. So that was my question. As I said, if you have idea, you should drop it in the comments box. Okay, so now there are different options. You might want to replace every what's it called, missing space in a numeric column with the average number. Okay, that is one. Secondly, if you should affect your data, you might want to replace it with a null input. Okay, remove row with no data. Good. If there is a row with no data, yeah, that is an option, removing the row entirely. Yeah, thank you. So now, just like that, how knowing the what we are looking out for, what we are looking out for is the empty spaces or not. First of all, I want to find every empty space and replace them with null, for example, for now. Okay. So when I click OK, warning, there's no, so every null, every case of null, and I want to replace them with null. Okay, so let it replace them with actual null. Yes, so that's done that. Replace value. Let's say, for example, there is any other case, or maybe even in terms of products, even in terms of products, let's say you have.
What do you come by now?
Okay, I didn't hear your question, but go ahead and drop your question in the comment box, or maybe the 1 minute, the 1 minute question and answer time question.
Maggie.
Hope you heard me. Okay. Please mute your mic. Yes. So now,
How much I give her?
please mute your mic. Now, once you've done these changes in your transformation data query, you go ahead and please mute your mic. You go ahead and click on the close icon. Now it's going to prompt and ask you, do you want to apply these changes? Just say yes. Okay, and then it will apply it. All right. Now, oh God, please mute your mic. Mute the person. So the changes I made has applied. Now, creating visuals is very simple in Power BI. Okay, this is your visualization pane. All right, it's very simple in Power BI. Now, first of all, let's answer one question. From in my slide, I think I defined something. One thing we should know is that the purpose of data analysis is making meaning out of data, right? Okay, so and I gave us these data sets as what we are working with. Okay, all right. Now, this is SME inventory sales spreadsheet or data set. Okay, that is the right terminology to use as a data analyst. Okay, so this is the data set, and let's say we want to find out which product is selling the most across the month. All right. You'll be happy you did this after now. So now, how do we answer this question with that data set? Okay. First of all, I want you to open this. These are the different visualization pane. I want you to create a column chart. Just click on this column chart. All right, it will insert in your visualization pane. Now, what we want to plot there? We want to plot what's it called? We want to plot product against quantity sold to values. All right. Now drag product column to your x-axis. I will show you how to do that right now, and then drag quantity sold to values to your y-axis, or drag it there. It will automatically choose the y-axis. So let me show you. Now this is product. Okay. Now you are seeing the axis here, right? Based on the visualization I selected. Okay, I believe I'm taking it bit by bit. So drag product to X. All right, you see the effect here. Okay, it's coming up. And then drag quantity sold to Y. Boom. You have your first visual. All right, it's plotting a graph. Let me zoom. 1 plus. So it's been able to plot a chart of product by quantity sold. Okay, so now let me increase a bit so you can see it very well. Okay, so you can see this right now. All right, now let's say you want to know more things. Let's say you want to know the product, the highest product sold per month or within the month. All right, the highest product that is being sold within the month. We are seeing the different products: juice, milk, eggs, bread, butter, flour, and you are seeing the quantity sold. Okay, so how do we know the quantity sold, the highest product sold within the month or across the month? So how to do that is basically plot this with respect to our date frame. All right, our date frame have hierarchy of year, quarter, month, and day. Okay, so we can just select month. All right, let me expand this a bit, and then you're going to see it with respect to months. Okay, so I believe you can see that. Okay, so you can quickly analyze the month with the peak, the products sold most, and at what month. All right, so you are seeing April here. Milk in April, the quantity sold is a bit above 25. All right, this is 25, and this is a bit above 25. Okay, so I want you to do the same thing your end. You can answer so many questions from this data set. All right, you can plot so many visuals, just like this other guy I showed you. I opened this other e-commerce dashboard. All right, you are seeing so many data points. This is beautiful, right? So before this training ends, you'll be able to create interactive dashboard like this, okay, with filters. So that's by the way. Now back to what we are doing. We've been able to answer this question, the question of which product is selling the most across the month. Is milk. right? I believe you should be proud at this point. You are getting things done. Okay, so now milk is selling the most. Yes, I am attaching an exercise. If you check the slide I shared with you, I give a reference to do this exercise tracker. Follow me. Why is my system lagging? Oh God. Okay. So now, okay, we've done all this. Wow, I tried to maximize my time. Yes. So now I want you to do this die tax, and before we end for today, we've really achieved a lot, and I will be open to answering your questions after now. But let me just take you through the die tax, okay? So you will see this form embedded in my slide. All right, follow it, do your exercise. I will be receiving your input. So go back to that Power Query editor. All right, you should do the one I've done in the class. All right, do the one I've done in the class. Go back to the Power Query editor. Look for any other thing that is not in order in that data set. Clean it. All right, and then fill this form with respect to your results. Okay. So answer the questions I put there. I believe that's okay. So at this point, I want to be open to your questions before I close with.
Yes, thank you, sir, for the wonderful lecture. But I must be very frank and sincere. A lot of us, the screen, sometimes we can't see it clearly. So I don't know
Are you
if
serious?
all these lectures have been, yeah, or if all these lectures have been recorded. I will prefer that we look at the video again and then we can be able to perform some of this task.
Okay.
Most of us
Okay.
that are
Okay.
novice. Mm.
Okay. No problem. The class is recorded. Okay. The class is recorded. That's a good observation. And just the way I uploaded the first class, I'm going to upload this other one. I missed a lot. Oh, sorry. Okay, please.
Hello.
In our third class, I would ensure that we start at the right time because we did not start on time. We are supposed to start by 8 on the dot. All right. So, but the people for the Python class, they took our time. Yes, but that's by the way. Okay, so who's next raising up the hand?
Okay.
The person, Emmanuel. Okay, go ahead, Lawrence first.
Okay. So I wanted to find out
Lawrence, you.
because I don't know when you were doing plotting those stuff. I noticed mine was different from yours. So I don't know which particular because I'm using this SME inventory cell you sent.
Okay.
Except you plotted something
You
different.
plotted. Okay, no, I did not. The same data sets is all. Okay, I would ensure that. All right, I will check the data set because I know I did a bit of modification so that I intentionally removed some rows, some cell. All right, I made them empty so that you people will get to. I'll teach you with it. All right. So maybe I would ensure that is the updated one that is there, and if it's not, I will share the updated spreadsheets. You can see I prepared so many spreadsheets for you people. Yes, that's a whole lot of work. Yes, and get ready for your project. It's coming up. So I have answered your question, right? The next person.
Yeah, so just check and let us know. Thank you.
Okay, yeah. Okay, Emmanuel, please. I'm feeling for Emmanuel. Emmanuel, please, at what point did you even miss us? Emmanuel
When you
complained that.
said yes,
Okay, go
when you
ahead.
said in that let me check during the date when you were trying to transform the date, then you did some cleaning sort of. So I was trying to ask you, say we should listen. So I say okay, let me wait now. Maybe when you send the video, maybe when I follow it one after that, I can see how you did most of the magic you did there. Because I can say it's magic. Not until I watch the video, then I can follow it step by step. Because most are like my colleague said, most of the times the cursor shift the distance from our view, so we won't be knowing where you are pointing at. The only thing we can see the picture of what you are the results immediately or the output. Like me, I'm using
Okay.
my phone. I'm using my phone.
Okay.
I'm using my phone to watch what you are doing, then using my laptop to see if I can follow up. But I can only do what I see
Okay.
well.
Let me respond to that. I believe okay, you can mute now while I respond. Okay. So I believe maybe because of network lagging or anything of such, the transmission is not timely. Okay, but the beautiful thing is that this program is designed with community learning. All right, that is why in your group you can ask me a question and I will come and attend to it. All right, it's not like you go into YouTube video and watch, you are not able to interact with your instructor and all. You have me around you. Okay, so you can relate your questions every time in the group and I will attend to them. Meanwhile, I want you to watch the video and try to do what I have done in the class, do the assignment. Okay, it's not magic. You can still do the same thing. All right. I believe I've answered that. So yeah, thank you. So the next person. Okay. In the absence of any other question, okay, Chinelo, go ahead. Right? I that's it right. Yes.
Yeah, good evening.
Good
Thank you so
evening.
much for the presentation. I want to second what Mr. Manuel just pointed out. For me now, I was able to follow all through. I think to a large extent my network was very okay, but I could hardly see. I was just like I had to really pay attention to see where the cursor, as you're talking and directing, I can barely see. I'm speaking for myself now. I can barely see where the cursor. When you were saying date, it was only until the pop-up sign for the date and where you have date and
Wow.
time and all those other subsections. That's so I think I put the question
Aisha,
on if there's a
yes.
way you can change the cursor color because it's the same color with the background, and when you are moving your cursor
Oh,
around, we can hardly see the cursor moving around the dashboard. I don't know if there's anything
okay,
that can be done. Thank you,
okay,
sir.
okay, okay, beautiful. Okay, there's one other thing I know I tried to do. It took me a lot of time, but I had to do that. Okay, so in this slide, I intentionally put step by step to everything I've done here in this class. Okay, you'll see, look at the slide, click home, go to transform data to enter Power Query. All right, I stipulated everything neatly in this slide. Okay, so that to solve this kind of problem that you are complaining of. So with this slide and with the video, I believe you should be able to do the same thing. Okay.
Please just
Meanwhile,
send this
with
slide.
respect to,
I logged out.
so you said,
Please just send the link to the slides again. When I lost network, I can't see the link again.
Okay, I'm going to share it again. Also, I would try to see whether there will be I can modify my icon. Yes, I can change my icon size and all. Okay, so that would help. All right, we'll not face the same issue in the next class. Let me copy the slide link. Okay, we'll not face the same issue in the next class. I really want everybody to follow along. All right, I'll be happy I'll be proud you are a good data analyst after this class. So please do as much as is required of you to do the same thing I've done in the class. Okay, I believe this should be the last question. Uchebu Victoria, go ahead. Unmute and talk to me.
Okay, good evening.
Good evening.
My own issue is that I think the recording came late last time. If you can try as much as you can to give us the recording early, like earlier, even if it's possible this night, so that as it's fresh in our head, we can practice it. Because the last one came late. I think it came today. It came late, so we could not. So that next time, the next class will just flow along. Because even me, the last one, I've not even finished it, and this one now is coming again.
Okay, please. To that effect, yes, this one is going to come this night. I will see to that personally. It will drop this night. Okay.
Hello.
So, try and watch the other one. No, so go ahead.
Is it coming, please? Is it? I'm not in the group. Oh.
Okay. I would also ensure that the team handling this group management handle it very well.
Okay. Let me ask my main question.
But then, okay, this is what is going to happen now. Okay. Okay, go ahead. Meanwhile, for the group something, for the what's it called? For you getting my assignments, all right, and everything I'm talking about, I think I would want all of you to put your Gmail here. Okay, I'm going to open a Google document right now. All right, it will be editable by anybody with link. Okay, so just come to this Google Doc and type your Gmail. All right, just follow the order as every other person is putting their Gmail here. Type your Gmail. So I will have Gmail of all my students, and if I want to send any mail across to you, I can easily do that. All right. Yes. So any of this, even the class links, I can share it across to you. Meanwhile, to even solve this problem faster, the YouTube channel is there. Like it's always there. This is please, this very thing I should do first. I encourage that everybody right now go to Bodlon Omedia Foundation. This is the YouTube channel, and subscribe. Okay, once we have any new content, you will see it. Okay, you'll be notified. Subscribe. This is the channel. All right, you are seeing it, right? This is the channel, and this is the link of the one. This is the video of the one. Okay, so just subscribe to this channel. Every video that we drop, you are going to be seeing them here. Okay, so make sure you click subscribe. I think I should be doing this with one of my unsubscribed accounts. Click subscribe. Let me demo it how you should subscribe. This my account is not subscribed now. Click on subscribe. All right, click on this drop down. All right, and click on all All right, this is for you to enable all notification that comes with this channel. Do you understand? So I believe I've answered that. So you should not miss out with any of the videos I drop again. Yes. Meanwhile, I'm still dropping. Let me still drop the spreadsheet, the Google Doc. So you put your Gmail there for me. Let me just do that before I end. So any other person with a different question that is not among what I've answered, go ahead. I'm listening. Why I'm still here is so I can receive this and resolve this and make sure you're following. Now this class has officially ended. Are you people with me? Okay. Not there, please. Do it in this link I'm dropping now. Yes, not like dropping it in the comment box, not like dropping it in the comment box. Go to these Google documents now. All right, I'm going to open it, edit, or everybody will link and edit. Drop your Gmail here. Yes, done. All of you should come and drop it there. Done. Yes. Drop your Gmail. Okay, so everybody just go under it and drop your Gmail. Yes, I'm seeing you as you're coming here. So go ahead. I thank you for please still raising up hand. Victoria, do you have question different? Go ahead, go ahead. Let's round up. Time is we have closed already, please. Victoria, go ahead. No, so go on. Victoria is not available. Okay. We are going to call it a day. Thank you for joining tonight's class. Do your assignments. I'm going to share the slide also in that Google Doc I opened. Just ensure you do your assignments and do the social media tasks. Thank you for joining the class. Do have a nice day. Thank you.